So this topic is comparatively easy. We'll talk about service entry. So service entry is a firewall rule for Istio and only for egress traffic, that means outgoing requests. So it is similar to network policy of Kubernetes, but the difference is that service entry allows you to have layer 7 firewall rules, wherein you can mention the DNS name or the domain name instead of IP address, namespace, and pod. And as I said, it is mainly used for egress traffic outside of the mesh. That means outgoing requests from the Istio service mesh. Let's say this is our service mesh, which has a pod or deployment with one application container and envoy proxy. So these are the external applications which this application wants to access. So there can be an external database or an external application or an external service. So all three can be in a different Kubernetes cluster on different servers on different network also. So by default, what happens is when this application tries to access or communicate, all traffic goes through the envoy proxy, and the envoy proxy will allow any traffic outside of the service mesh. Now, this is the default behavior. Of course, you should have access network connectivity between these two networks. But this is the default behavior. By default, all traffic are allowed. But this is definitely not a best practice. All traffic should be denied. And you can do that by changing a configuration in a config map of Istio system. And the name of the config map is also Istio. You'll see that in the demo anyway. Now, all traffic should be denied. As I said, that is the best practice. But then you should allow only necessary traffic using service entries. So this is where service entries are used. You create network policies or service entries, and then of course this is applied to the envoy proxy. Now in service entry you mention where you want to allow the traffic to, and this configuration is propagated to the envoy proxy, and then the application container and or traffic outside of the application container is allowed or blocked as per the rule that we mentioned in the service entry. So as I said, this is a network policy for Istio, but the difference is that it works at layer 7. That means you can mention fully qualified domain names of the services. Let's say if the external database or application or external service has DNS name like something.com.org, etc., you can mention that. You are not bound only to mention IP address and port. You can do that in service entry also, but and along with that, you can mention the fully qualified domain name of any of the external applications. The second thing is that it is only applied or it is only used for egress traffic or outgoing requests. So let's say the YAML file, and YAML file is not as complicated as others. The API version is networking.istio.io, kind is service entry, and in specifications we have hosts, ports, resolution, and location. Now by now you already know what is meant by hosts. So this is the host where you're allowing the access to, that means from inside of the service mesh the application can access this web page, but you have to also mention on which ports. Now if you see, it's a fully qualified domain name, my-webpage.com, so that's why it is layer 7. And in ports you mention the port number, the name, and the protocol. Then you mention something called resolution. Here I have mentioned DNS because in the hosts I have mentioned the fully qualified DNS name or domain name. So like a location can be either mesh underscore internal or mesh underscore external. So mesh underscore external means that it is residing outside of the Istio service mesh. It can be in another cluster, it can be in another Istio service mesh, it can be in a different network, can be in on-premise data center also. So let's take a look at the documentation. And this is the service entry. You'll find the reference link in the resources section, so you know how to go here. You have this service entry, but before that there are some examples given. How do you navigate through this page? You already know that. Click on service entry because you're looking for service entry. Now the first thing is hosts. Hosts is associated with the service entry. It could be a DNS name with wildcard prefix also. Now this is important. It allows wildcard prefix as well. That means if you want to allow some subdomain, that is also possible, like star.aws.com, which will allow every subdomain in the domain name aws.com. Then you have addresses. I have not shown you addresses. So an address, you typically mention the IP addresses associated with the service. So if you do not want to mention hosts, you can mention the IP address also. If you mention hosts, it will give you layer 7 firewall rule. And if you mention address, it will give you layer 4, wherein you have to mention the IP address of the external service. Then you have ports, location, then there's something called resolution and endpoints layer. I'll not discuss endpoints. So in ports, I have already shown you what ports are. Now location can be either mesh external or mesh internal. So mesh external signifies that the service is external to the mesh, and internal means that the service is internal to the Istio service mesh. Then you have resolution, and resolution can be either none or static or DNS. If you are mentioning domain name, like I have shown you my-webpage.com, you have to mention the resolution to be DNS only, because a DNS resolution should happen before the application can connect to the service. So if you mention IP addresses, then you do static, and the other option is none. You have an option of endpoints also, wherein you can mention endpoint that defines an IP address or a host name associated with the mesh service. So it is service within the service mesh. It has to be mesh internal. So these are the various options available in service entry. Let's walk you through an example here. So this is one of the service entries that they have mentioned. They're saying that the hosts, these are the 3 different hosts. Location is mesh external, and port number is 443, and protocol is TLS. So it means that we are creating a firewall rule for which, if we apply this service entry, then the application containers in that mesh would be allowed to access api.dropboxapi.com, www.googleapis.com, and api.facebook.com. Now notice that the port number is 443, and as it is SSL over HTTP, you have to mention the protocol to be TLS, and resolution is DNS because all these are DNS names. So that's how service entry YAML looks like. Now let us proceed with the demo.